beautiful ignited souls. Welcome to Crimey Queen, your partner in crime. As we get and thank you for joining me. So we have been working on legs. Now I'm really feeling to say we are growing legs now. It's as if we had been it's a strong word, decapitated. It's strong, I know it is, but that's what comes. And now we are moving our legs, because of course we have been, for many of us, we have been like Moses. This is the thing, we have been like Moses, who had a speech impediment. So if you've heard of the story of Moses and Aaron, so Moses was the leader who was chosen to release the children of Israel. I'm talking biblical here, and to guide them into the promised land. And when God called on him, or whoever, because God was calling on people through any angel, or let's say any angle, and and he was thinking, oh, I cannot do this job. Who am I to do this job? Anyway, but God called on, and he says, okay, well, we'll have High Priest Aaron, the spokesperson, who's really, he was the mouth, he's going to be your mouthpiece. What is important for us to remember in this story, that we are all serving each other. So like Aaron being a mouthpiece to Moses, likewise, it's like you have someone speaking on your behalf, or you put in an application for a job, and you are shortlisted, yes, but then there are people on the panel who would have to say, okay, no, I think she's all right for the job. She becomes your mouthpiece, because yes, you have said, yeah, I am good for the job. You said that on paper, and you will answer some questions. But the ultimate question now, so having someone speaking on your behalf, or you may even have someone speak on your behalf to get the job in the first place, to say, oh, I have a cousin of mine who would be very good at doing that job for you, or something to that effect. So we are talking about, we are serving each other. So in being the embodiment of 14 gods, we have the gods within us that are acting out those different roles and those different aspects of our makeup, that we need to be in tune of how they are generating their vibration within us, and so we can be of service to another. Remember, being of service to another, because we're doing legs. So here we are talking about serving another. By serving another is that you are now reflecting an aspect of yourself, an aspect of that God aspect within you. Now, one of the things that I learned through my writings of the Crimson Light 2 volume, but particularly in the first volume, I came to that conclusion very early on, that we often think that we are serving someone. For instance, when I worked in learning disabilities and mental health, I thought that I was going to help out someone. I was going out to be of service to other people. But trust me, they were serving me. This is the depth of the knowledge that or wisdom we really need to tap into. They were serving me. They were behaving in ways that would teach me about myself, that I would have to learn about myself. Okay, how do I project myself, or how do I empathize with them? What does it feel like to be in their shoes? They are giving me an image of what it feels like or what it looks like to have mental health. I don't want the feeling much anymore, to be honest, because I have had my fair share of this. But they were presenting an aspect of my own self, of my makeup, what it looks like and what it feels like when they behave a certain way, or they looked a certain way, or someone looks sad, you feel that because you empathize with them. So they are serving you to understand who you are. Serving is not one way. It's like you are at a restaurant, and yes, we talk about that the waitress comes and serve you. If you are not there, you are not serving, or no one comes there, no one is serving the waitress with a wage at the end of the week or the day. So we are always serving. So perhaps one of the things that we can conclude in legs, legs, okay, I'm definitely getting rid of that pen right now. One of the things we could conclude with legs, because we are developing our legs, is that serving is like the S here. Because it's S, because it can be plural, it can break, it can bend, it can modify itself, it can become whole, it can become this. This was the S. It would be difficult to conclude that this was S, but this was the rod of Aaron. This was the one, or this is the I, or this is the, as I say, the rod, the stick. So this is what Aaron had, or Aaron and Moses, and God said to them to strike the rod. And I'm looking at this, I just got, High Priest Aaron has just showed me something right here. High Priest Aaron has just showed me that it's no wonder 10 is the strongest code, or when we look at the numbers, he is showing, or he's saying, this is not by chance that 10 is the strongest number, because these are the two whole things. They're showing you the complete circle of what can be done when it is striked, when Moses and Aaron strike the rod and it became a serpent. The serpent is like the S. This was the serpent. And then there was another serpent, or how many serpents? And once you have one, because no wonder the serpent, then it's its tail, because it's as if it impregnates itself. That's what I see. Okay. So, and we are looking at 10 here, that's why. And perhaps no wonder why as well, with the S, we see it's almost like the one is broken into and forms an L. The legs, the knee and the leg, or the feet, the legs just a hair, and we begin like that. This is the L. So I'm feeling that there is a very good reason why Mother Eve begins her first spell, the very first spell, with the first letter L, or her first letter is L, and L is free. We have done in part 2 how L is free, because the word free, THREE, bears 2 strokes, 11. 11 is, that's how Jesus came into. We all have come through that middle. This is where we all were birthed. Here, in the if. What if we make love tonight? Here. What if we eat tonight? What if we drink? What if we sleep? What if we do this? What if we do whatever it is? That this hour here might have been a riff. There would be a riff that brings people together before, and they create new. It's like the same vibration we are going through right now. It feels like a riff all around in that vibration in the middle part here, the 4, 5, 6, which comes to 24. Is it 24 or 15 rather? It comes to 15 here. So it's amazing that 4, 5, 6 comes to 15, but also the middle part here is 15. So 15 is a very strong number. I'm just really observing this right now, as in I have observed both in separate terms, but I'm just seeing 15 is in the middle here and 15 is in the middle here. And Pythagoras numerology is rest on 3 cycles of life as well. So we have 1 cycle here, 1 cycle here, 1 cycle here. So if you're new to this, I have done presentations to explain why or how this numerology template was devised, but I'll just go through it roughly. And that here, for instance, we see the A and has shift position, so all the black is where positions have been shifted. I have done some very deep numerology on this, in the sense of presentation, in the sense of how this derive and the meaning of each letter. I may have to go over this again because I feel the quality of the pictures on these were very poor, or so would have to refresh them. However, A is meant to be here and J would be there. S is here, S is in its place. Oh, actually, S is in its rightful place, so I'll have to change the color to I'm just realizing that, so I will have to go over these videos by all means. So it's STU, so S is, yeah, so we have S, so S is the serpent, or S, I call it the serpent. But okay, so all the black letters, letters that I have manipulated their position, that was for the purpose of remembering and really having fun. But that's what the serpent is about, having fun. And then you fall flat on your backside, and then you get hurt and you cry and you scream, and then you remember, oh, when I did climb that place, that thing, this is what happened, and so on. And that's what makes life. Okay, and then you say, okay, whether you're going to do it again or not. So you learn through this, and this is what we are doing with legs. We are learning. It's learning, earning, growing, and serving. Remember, you're already serving. As I said, whatever you are doing, you are serving. Whatever you are learning, you are serving. Your legs, this is the thing we do. And the first, I think it's the first thing the child learns to walk. Some talk nowadays, they do everything because we are in 2020 and everything is happening simultaneously. So the legs, of course, is that which gives you that movement, and you are, of course, creating that way. Okay, I think it's going to come, whatever was going to come through here. So the child learns to walk. The child learns that if I take one step, I am getting nearer to that toy, or at least I'm mimicking my parents or the people around me. Everyone's walking, I want to walk, and so I'm going to walk, and it stands and it falls, and it stands and it falls. And that's the serpent right here. It's learning, of course, to stand. It is whole. It was in the mother's womb. It has been doing all this in the mother's womb. It's come out like this. It's learning to do the S like the serpent. It's learning to be flexible. Okay, so as I say, if you're new to this, this is what we have done. So BKT has been the letter, or because I was doing I was doing jazz, and the word jazz just, I will do this intuitively. So of course with Mother Eve as well, because in the start of this I used to call on revelation, which I need to call on revelation, call on waters, because Mother Eve is the waters as well, and the flexibility that we needed. So we were exercising that flexibility then, and so we felt lucky. And so luck was right there. We felt we were developing, like having that foundation. And so this is what was happening. And speaking of foundation, this is what legs is giving us. Legs is offering us a foundation, because we have seen it as 11 like this. And of course we have, it's 2 L's. Of course, why was it 2 L's as well? We can work with this. So we had we let there be light. So there was 2 11s in let there be light in the first spell of Mother Eve. So we had, it is in there and light, Light. So both words are of 10 letters. And of course, when Mother Eve said let, that equals 10. The word let equals 10. So Mother Eve is more or less saying to us there, these were the two words that all the words matter, but there and light was that which was projecting right there. Light was projecting there. When she says let there be light, so to say let is allowing, to be, but the word there, which also has the word her in it, it has the word her, it has the word he, and it has the word the right there. So let's do a bigger scale of this. I love to do this one actually, to be honest. It's one of those insights. So we had there. And so Mother Eve says, let, because this is why the word 1 or the numbers 1 were so powerful. So it has the, and it has he, and her, and her. And so there are 1, 2, 3, 4, I think it's 5 words. There is 1, he is 1, her is 1, her is 1, and we also have air. We could have air as well, like hair, air, yeah. And there are more words, I'm sure, but okay, we leave it as HERT is also there. Okay, so we have those words here, and oh, my sponge is falling apart. Okay, so we are growing legs, and as I say, we have 15 here, and each time we move our leg in a new direction, we are exploring ourselves, we are growing, and we are serving. So back to serving, as I say, by the child taking its first step, it's already serving. It's serving. It's a child is showing its mother how to care for it. So it's serving the mother to be a mother. Likewise, the mother is serving a child to grow. They are both growing. I have grown so much through being a mother. Now, it doesn't mean that's the only way you grow. Everything offers its level of growth, and perhaps as much as we are allowing ourselves to grow. Okay, so there was something that I really want to point out here as well. So we have seen from number 1, this is on our third legs, and I was saying, I was thinking that we probably need to do 10, but it'd be interesting what we get when we do the 4th one for the foundation, which I'm already tapping into. So let's go back to tapping into. So we talked about Moses, we talked about Aaron, and these are areas that I feel, because I had this thing with High Priest Aaron, and it's like, well, I want to understand. Yes, you tell me about serving and being like you, the mouthpiece for Aaron and all of those things. But how do I make sense of this vibration? And it was really like a wonderful breakthrough for me to understand, because High Priest was saying, Aaron was saying that, but you are living it. And this is it. When he says it, of course, it is 11. Whenever you are saying it, IT, which is 9, 2, this gives us 11. This goes back to foundation. Whenever you're saying it, you are tapping into that vibration. So, like we said a while ago, that we were looking at on the second presentation, for instance, we saw the correlation. We are moving into a land of Canaan. It's a new creation. This is a new creation. The word 7 we see gives us 20. It gives us 20. Of course, 2 is 13. The word 2, let's do the word. Okay, let's take up the question. The word 2 is 2, 5, 6, gives us 16. I woke up with the number 16 in mind, and I will do this, I believe, on the next presentation. So I thought of ways of being more time, or of managing my time. And I realized that, okay, 3, it's 24 hours of the day. If I sleep for 7, 8 hours, although sometimes 6 is okay, 8 hours, then it leaves me 16 hours. And then what came to me was that 16 is our waking stage. 1-6 is our waking stage. Our legs represent our waking stage. So as long as we are woken and our legs is giving us 7. Remember, on the 7th day, God rested. So basically, here on the 7th day, now we know it is said 7th, but we always say on the 7th day because that's how our world has been constructed. But it gives us meaning, however. And it's like saying on 16, or if we were to say the leg is 15, but this allows us that 16 waking hours, meaning this is our foundation. When we do the numerical value for the word 7, it gives us 2. This is what foundation is. So on 2, we are reflecting each other, being with each other to set the foundation, the new foundation for our new world order. Our new world order. We have won the contract now, and we are making man in our own image, after our likeness. So this is what the new creation is in biblical terms. So we are on 2020, that's 22 on my clock, 22 minutes. So I am going to leave this here. Do join me again, because I do want to touch on foundation and how we can really step our mark with our legs. Whoops. With our legs here on the free, which is 6. Okay, we have seen how 6 is 1. Thank you for watching, and subscribe to Crimey Queen, and of course stay ignited, and from all the gods as well, the 14 gods that are helping us to really to raise our vibration, to ignite our pilot, ignite that pilot within us to really become better versions and expressions of ourselves. That's what it's all about. Thank you, lovely people, and stay ignited.